Okay, lighting is critical for when you're turning. You obviously have to be able to see what you're doing and being able to see it well. Good glasses help, especially if your vision's getting a little bit fuzzy like mine. Um, I used to use incandescent bulbs. I don't use them anymore. Primary reason is they can generate some heat, especially on the top of a lamp like this one. If you get shavings up there, and shavings do go everywhere when you're turning, they can start smoldering after a while. I don't like that. I tried the halide lights. They're hotter than your standard incandescent bulbs, and just getting the water on them from when I'm turning really wet wood, you could smell it smoking and steaming, and I didn't like that. I eventually settled on these multi-spectrum fluorescent type bulbs. Now, if you've got anybody in the household that does the fine hand quilting, stitching, needlepoint work, they all know about this full spectrum type of lighting. Ott lamps are one brand name, Blue Max is another. I use the Blue Max because they actually used to advertise on the back of one of the wood turning magazines, and unfortunately most of the wood turners hadn't picked up on that yet. If you've ever taken a bowl after you're done sanding it, take it outside into the natural sunlight and take a look at it. You've probably been horrified at some of the scratches you've left behind and you couldn't see inside the shop. And the idea with these lights is they give you more of a natural spectrum, basically what our eyes have evolved to see best in. And so it just allows you to see more of the detail, the fine little stuff like those scratches, so you don't have to take the bowl back in and start sanding again from your lower grits and going back through the progressions. This little lamp's on about a 2-foot elbow or bend. I like it. You can maneuver it into just about any position that you want. Works a lot better than the elbow lamps. If you are friends with your dentist or some of the doctors, they have these real fancy things that go on the wall. They can be moved into just about any position and they'll stay there. And again, I think those lights are pretty much into the natural spectrums. I usually like to have one light shining on the back side or on the top and another light shining onto this side, which basically covers every direction which I will be turning from. I do have a floor lamp which I use also. So this does have a magnetic base. Makes it easy to place anywhere you want to, and for the inevitable times when you drop something small and metallic into your wood shavings, which are on the floor, like Allen wrenches, nuts, bolts, screws, even an occasional gouge or scraper, you can use this to find it, fish for it in the shavings rather than having to sift through it. And of course, if you have to sift through it, you're never going to find it anyway, but a very valuable tool to have in the shop. So this is my floor lamp. I can position it anywhere. It does have a bendable top here, and you can adjust it. It puts out a lot of light, and again, it's that natural spectrum, so you can see lots of details that you're not going to see with standard lighting. And unlike the regular fluorescent bulbs, they don't flicker, they don't strobe. I found them to be very easy on my eyes, and if you live in a damp place like the Northwest here where it's gray all the time, they're also kind of a therapy lamp, so you get a little bit of sunlight during the day.